Let's talk about the 4 types of studies that we got. You ready to write this down? I hope it's next. Maybe it's not. We'll find out. Yes, okay, 4 types of studies. Here we go. There are 4 kinds of studying, and they're for different reasons. So when you go to study the Bible, there's 4 different things we can do. Number 1, we can do a devotional. A devotional uses brief biblical readings, and it really asks, what is God trying to say to me personally? And it's good for new converts because it's short, right? Devotional means I have a devotional book. Somebody else has written some commentary. It's short. It's the shortest kind of study you can do. If you're a new convert and you want to read a chapter a day and then do a devotional, that's probably a good place to start. It really is. Okay? You know, that devotional provides you with sort of a Bible teacher there to help you. Okay, the second kind of study is what we call a topical study. A topical study provides quick answers on a certain topic. Now this is going to feel more like a Sunday sermon that JP or I preach more than anything else to you when you get done with it. It's going to feel like, oh, okay, this is something that Pastor Jeremy would preach. This is something that Pastor JP would preach to me. Okay? Because it's on a topic. It's great for life application. You just got to be careful to make sure you don't just run reference on one word. Okay? All right, so topical. I love topical Bible studies. I really do. The reason I love topical Bible studies is because they do take me all throughout the Word. And I can find information from one place to another place to another place. It's a great way to do a Bible study. It really is. But again, this is a study. This is not your reading time. Okay. Then there's what's called expository. Expository preaching or studying means that we are exposing what the text says. What does the Bible say in a certain passage? Where you read through a longer text or an entire book in this kind of study. And this form forces you to slow down and really read. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Sometimes we read like that. And then we close the Bible and go, I've done my Bible reading for today. Yes! Okay, that's okay, but I don't actually read anywhere in the Word where God says to read the Bible. He says to study the Bible. Yeah. Period. Okay. The last one is also one of my favorites. It's a character study. You study through the life of a character. Wow, I'm going to type this really fast. This may force you to read several books because you're going to find the same character in a lot of different books. Okay? Timothy in a couple of books. Moses in a few different books. David in a couple different books. Elijah in a couple different books. Jeremiah in a couple different books. And if you ever do a character study on Jesus, you're just in trouble. Because it'll take you everywhere you ever didn't want to go. Okay, from there. Okay. All right, Romans 24:25. Are you ready? Okay, read along with me. Being justified freely by His grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus, whom God hath set forth to be a propitiation through faith in His blood, to declare His righteousness for the remission of sins that are past through the forbearance of God. Now, I'm sure that verse needs no explanation whatsoever. Y'all got that? Okay, let's go around the room and talk about what we learned from that verse. Raise your hand. No, I'm kidding, okay? One of the most complicated, it's actually one of the most simple verses, but if you read it, it sounds like one of the most complicated verses in the Bible. Those two verses together. Okay, and this is the word that messes everybody up. Propitiation. Okay, what's propitiation mean? I know we all know.
Atonement.
Pull out your college level vocabulary. Let's go, people.
Atonement.
Propitiation.
Atonement.
Come on, Felicity. You know what propitiation means? No.
Atonement.
Atonement. Okay.
That's a Hebrew.
Okay. That's what it says in the Hebrew.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's look it up in Webster's dictionary. Because, you know, Webster is always so helpful. Did that help you?
Wow. No.
No.
Webster needs a third grade education here, because what I would say to him is you can't use the word to define the word. The educator rises up in me and I rail against this statement. It is a noun. Thank you, Webster. The act of propitiating a god. Well, now I completely understand. I mean, I got it now. Propitiation means I'm propitiating.
Taking a place.
Well, let's move on to the Bible dictionary, which says a sacrifice given to a god to turn away their wrath. Oh, write this down. You need a Bible dictionary. Or you need to go to a Bible dictionary website.
I usually carry.
Or I go and buy one. Do you carry one with you?
I usually carry one.
I know, I usually do too, and I can't find one in my office, and I'm like, I was going to take one out and show it to you.
But we could go to our phone.
Yes, exactly. You can go to an app or a website. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. What the verse is really saying is, Jesus is my sacrifice. And he appeased the wrath of God by dying on the cross. It's that simple. But I need a resource that's a good resource. That's a Bible dictionary, not Webster. Okay? So the Bible dictionary, write this down. Here's what a Bible dictionary does for you. It helps you understand. Yeah, I know. I'm just going to tell you. It helps you understand. Sorry, if I press it again, it's not going to help you understand. Okay. The Bible dictionary helps you understand.
Bring the laughter, please.
Thank you. What a word means at the time that it was written. So Webster will give you a modern definition, but a Bible dictionary will give you a definition of what a word means
They
when it
got
was written.
1,000 over here. Which one?
Probably just about any of them are better than using Webster. Yeah. Okay. So Paul is just saying Christianity is not like the pagan religions of the day where you have to sacrifice. Jesus did the sacrificing for you. Okay? Okay? So, what we can do then is we can bombard the text with questions. And here are the questions that we should ask. Number one, when you read a text, ask yourself these questions. There's 5 questions. Number one, is there an attitude I can change? Is there an attitude that I can change? Of course not, because I'm perfect. Is there an attitude that I can change? Number 2, is there a sin I need to confess? Number 3, is there an example I need to follow?
Oh, I just knew it was up there.
Sorry.
Is there an action?
Is there an attitude I can change? That's number 1. Attitude I can change. Number 2, is there a sin I need to confess? Number 3, is there an example I need to follow? Number 4, is there a command I need to obey? And number 5, is there a truth I need to believe? Okay, let me read it all again. Number 1, is there an attitude I need to change? Do I think something about something and attach an attitude or emotional reaction to it that I need to stop doing? Number 2, is there a sin I need to confess? Did I read something in that text that revealed something to me that is sinful that I didn't know it was sinful? Because we always have that one verse that covers everything, which says to know to do good, and to him that knows to do good and does not, to him it is a sin, right? Okay. 3, is there an example I need to follow? 4, is there a command I need to obey? 5, is there a truth I need to believe? Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to suggest to you is that you paraphrase the major points of the verses you've been reading in your own words and do what I call create your own translation. So Kim, huh?
What's 4 and 5?
4 and 5. 4 is there a command I need to obey? And 5, is there a truth I need to believe? Okay. Paraphrase the major point in your own words. Create the you translation of the Bible. So Jordan reads 2 or 3 verses, and then she rewrites those 2 or 3 verses in her own words.
Anybody know what number 5?
Number 5 is there a truth I need to believe? We're with you. I'll repeat anything a number of times for you. I am with you. I want you to get it. Create the you version of the Bible. Okay. I'm going to give you some resources that you can write down what these are. Okay, some websites. Ready? This is not going to be up. I'm just going to give it to you. Websites. BibleGateway.com. Anybody ever go there?
Yeah.
BibleGateway.com. Do we all go there probably? Okay. BlueLetterBible.com.
That's a good one.
I love Blue Letter Bible. Okay, so Blue Gateway, Bible Gateway, Blue Gateway. Ooh, okay, Bible Gateway is good for translation and commentary. But be careful. Look at me. Look me in the eyes. This is important. Be careful using commentary. I warn you, my friends. The road to hell is paved with good intention. It's called commentary. Commentary is a man's opinion, not the Word of God. Okay?
Letter what?
BlueLetterBible.com. If you read a commentary like Matthew Henry or Spurgeon, they're great, but it's just a man's take on things. It's just a man's opinion. Okay? I've read some commentary down that I knew was spot on incorrect. But like you pointed out, it was based on the doctrine they believed. BlueLetterBible.com is good because it's a lexicon. Do you know what a lexicon is? JP, tell us what a lexicon is.
I took a gap here.
Okay, so a lexicon is an interlinear Bible. Okay, so an interlinear Bible, got one right here. You open up an interlinear, what it does is it takes the Bible in English, word for word on one side, and then the Hebrew on the other side, and the Hebrew is word for word. You don't have to be able to read Hebrew to use it, okay? A lexicon will run you about $80 that has the whole Bible, okay?
It's worth it.
It is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it, okay?
It was worth it. Somebody stole mine.
Oh, oh no. It is absolutely worth it. Anytime I see a lexicon like it in any store, I can get my hands on, I buy it, and then I give it away to somebody. I think you were the last one who got one of my lexicons. Because they're like $80. And if I can find a lexicon that's a good price, I put my hands on it and hand it to somebody. Because it's an expensive buy, but it's a good buy. It's a good resource, especially for a minister. Okay.
Would you say that that's, I mean, because I kind of use that as like the Bible dictionary as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just cross-reference it with like Strong's Concordance or
Mm-hmm.
something. That's how I use it.
Yep, which is my
I
next.
use that for everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, lexicon, that's why it's so expensive, really, because it'll do everything for you. It really will. Then you know you need a Bible dictionary. Okay, let me give you another website, exploregod.com. Exploregod.com. There's a couple others, but I can't think. Okay, physical resources. Bible. You need a Bible.
No.
Okay, now, real quick, and I'm trying to just wrap things up, but I'm going to leave the interlinear up here so you can look at it if you want to.
The what?
The interlinear, the lexicon.
Oh.
It's basically just a lexicon. I think that every Christian really, if you have the ability to, should have a study Bible that they like, that they have. And I mean a study Bible. I don't mean just this, that has no reference in it. I mean an actual study Bible where there's reference at the bottom of the page or in the center column, however you want it, however you like it. But I think a little bit of extra information helps you. This is great, but a little extra information is never going to hurt you. Okay, all right. Let's be dismissed tonight, and we're going to get out of here. Thank you for coming to Bible study, and we shall see you.
Next month.
Well, hopefully we'll see you Thursday night.